Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Francesca, Rear Commodore of Huron Yacht Club, welcoming you all to our modified Memorial Day 2020 ceremony. We thank you for watching. At this unusual time in our country's history, I'm honored to be recognizing America's veterans and those of Huron Yacht Club. And remember, as then Vice President Calvin Coolidge stated in his 1923 Memorial Day speech, to do honor to all those, now gone, who made the cause of America their supreme choice. A choice so many years later, continuing to be made by many over many years of the world's wars and conflicts, made in honor of duty, honor, country. And in this current health-related conflict of 2020, which has hit the shores of our great nation and that of the world's population, that many consider akin to war, a very special thank you to our first responders and frontline healthcare workers, some who have given their lives and others who give their service daily, much like our military, to assist our citizens in crisis. We honor you and your families as well. The 5th century BC Athenian historian and Greek army general, Thucydides, stated, "The bravest are surely those who have the clearest vision of what is before them, glory and danger alike, and yet notwithstanding, go out to meet it." I believe that encompasses the valor of all service members. Today we honor our heroes, to remember their achievements, their courage, and their dedication, and to say thank you for their sacrifices. Thinking of our current club members who have served, and those who are here only in spirit, a person can't help but feel awed by the enormity of what we encounter, knowing we are in the midst of patriots, and the family and friends of those who have sacrificed, waiting for the noble who served to return to them. We are also here in remembrance of those Huron Yacht Club members who have gone before us in this past year. We remember Richard Porter. We remember Vince Schlicht. We remember Jean Brabeck. We remember Milton Poths. Fond memories of each keep them close in our hearts and minds. The service members we honor on Memorial Day came from all walks of life, but they shared several fundamental qualities. They possessed courage, pride, determination, selflessness, dedication to duty, and integrity, all the qualities needed to serve a cause larger than oneself. And the quality of a soldier in many instances is simply patriotism, when the call came as our country or our country's well-being were jeopardized. It is the individual that we honor, these being ordinary people who responded in extraordinary ways in extreme times. They rose to the nation's call because they wanted to protect a nation which has given them, us, so much. The nation that makes a great distinction between its leaders and its warriors will have its thinking done by cowards and its fighting done by fools. Another pointed Thucydides quote, whose texts are still studied at university and military colleges. And it is from club member Joe Hagee, U.S. Army Colonel retired, who shared that individuality of his brothers. He relates the following. We often hear numbers, 12,000 dead in this war, 57,000 dead in that war, which is why today I make the numbers personal, because those we honor today are much more than a digit in an ever-growing number. They are friends and loved ones, those that we are asked to remember today. I would like to introduce a few of them to you and ask that you feel beyond the facts and the numbers and think of them and those we continue to lose today and every time you read the latest statistic. Dennis Pinter. Dennis was an Ohio boy, like myself, and a fellow West Point graduate. Dennis lost his life in October 2004, returning from delivering school supplies to an elementary school we had rebuilt in Baghdad. Dennis was a gentleman, a great leader, a husband and father, and a friend. Michael Uyghur. Mike joined the military after 9/11, at the age of 34. He was just that kind of guy. He always had a smile on his face, no matter the circumstances, and he was always quick to help. When we lost electricity on the forward operating base, Mike fixed it. When our freezer broke, Mike fixed it. Armed with duct tape and a smile, he always figured out how to fix it. We called him Eager Uyghur because he was always there to help. Mike died with Dennis that day in October. Guy Hagee. No relation as far as we could determine. Guy was a quiet, soft-spoken man, always quick with a smile. We met in the mess hall one day because of our common last name and quickly got to know each other. Guy couldn't wait to get back to his young wife and 2 daughters. A quiet professional, Guy, my brother, could always bring a smile to my face. These friends, and many more, are who I think of about on this day. Not the facts, not the numbers, but the people, and I would encourage you all to do the same. Thank you, Joel. In 2020, as we look in hindsight, we would hope to learn some of the good that comes out of sending our citizens into battle, whether it be in building infrastructure for a less fortunate area of the world, bringing hope to allies in conflicted regions, or rescuing many from their own governments to bring them to America for a better life. The dream of America survives, given that each person has the ability to change their own circumstances should they desire to, in a land that offers so much. The reason any one of us can plan a better life, better path, take the time to make those changes each life has the opportunity to make, and create an amazing world around ourselves, whether it be by having a beautiful garden, a loving family, or even a mansion on a hill, is all because individuals, soldiers, took it upon themselves to fight, sacrifice, and believe in America and its citizens. To honor them, we can do the simple: keep in touch, resolve differences, smile at a stranger, lend a hand to one who is carrying a heavy burden, make certain a child, an elder, an innocent victim feels safe for one more night. Each of us can do our part each day. Small steps lead to bigger horizons, and love conquers all. Love of freedom, of country, of our fellow countrymen and women. Remember our fallen on this Memorial Day 2020. Remember those who have served and still serve in locations from our town to the far reaches of the world, as they are the ones who allow us today to enjoy the freedoms we have and to stand up for the freedoms some would have us lose. From General Douglas MacArthur, talk of imminent threat to our national security through the application of external force is pure nonsense. Our threat is from the insidious forces working from within, which have already so drastically altered the character of our free institutions, those institutions we proudly call the American way of life. It is fascinating to me in this era that quotes from 75 years ago or almost 2,500 years ago can be so appropriate. History surely does repeat itself. In this day of remembering our heroes, be they lauded or everyday heroes in our own lives, it is my hope we don't keep repeating the things we know to be harmful, and instead repeat those we know to be true. That the American dream is alive and well, thanks to those who serve in so many capacities. Although we are not together, I would like to ask each service member, veteran, and frontline responder watching to know we honor your service today and thank you for answering the call to duty. You have made our armed forces the most respected in the world. Our hearts are with you. And to the family members, we know you've lived through difficult times and often taken on the heavy burden to keep the home fires burning. Thank you for what you've done. Our gathering is unique this year, but it is one small way we can honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice so that we can live in freedom, and to those who are still with us. However you and yours may gather in these strange days of 2020, people all across America will find ways to pay tribute to lost troops, lost healthcare workers, first responders, the support teams, and all their families who are impacted by the loss of a loved one in service. It is a way to say we remember and honor you all. Many thank yous go out to the providers for this content of this presentation: the Ohio University Alumni Band, Bagpiper Colin Wright, Judy Perry Tremelling and J.T. Tremelling for replacing the wind-damaged Huron Yacht Club Burgee at the top of the flagpole. Additionally, Judy and J.T. replaced the tattered flag of the United States, and along with our border neighbor, Canadian flag, POW MIA flag, and the state of Ohio flag, have them all flying at half-mast this weekend in honor of those who have sacrificed to keep America safe these 244 years of its existence. And thank you to Lance Bostic for his technical acumen in bringing this presentation to club members. Thank you, too, to the many club member volunteers who did their part to prepare and open the club alongside the very dedicated general manager and staff who are happily back among us. Thank you for watching the Huron Yacht Club Memorial Day presentation. Have a safe Memorial Day. God bless you and your families. God bless those who serve. And God bless America.